South Africa has witnessed many political protests, but the latest demand from the Khoisan community has left the country buzzing with shock and speculation. In a bold and uncompromising move, Khoisan leaders have called for the immediate resignation of President Cyril Ramaphosa, accusing him of betrayal, neglect, and a failure to recognize the rights of the country's first people. The Khoisan, often described as the indigenous custodians of South Africa, have long fought for recognition, land rights, and inclusion in the national dialogue. Their demand for Ramaphosa's resignation is not just about politics, it's about dignity, identity, and decades of frustration boiling over. According to leaders, Ramaphosa's government has consistently sidelined their grievances, treating their plight as a footnote rather than a priority. The trigger came during a tense exchange when Khoisan representatives publicly confronted government officials, highlighting the president's silence on their core issues. From land dispossession to cultural erasure, the Khoisan argue that their voices have been ignored while politicians enrich themselves and play power games. For them, Ramaphosa's presidency symbolizes not hope, but betrayal. The demand for resignation is particularly striking given the broader political context. Ramaphosa is already facing backlash from multiple sides: criticism over corruption scandals, the energy crisis, unemployment, and growing dissatisfaction across the nation. Now, with the Khoisan joining the chorus of discontent, his presidency appears under siege from yet another front. Public reaction has been divided. Some South Africans sympathize with the Khoisan, arguing that they have been marginalized for too long and deserve proper recognition and justice. Others see this as another political storm designed to weaken an already embattled president. What cannot be denied, however, is the symbolic power of their protest. For a community with such deep historical roots to openly call for Ramaphosa's resignation, it signals a growing fracture in the social fabric of the nation. Political analysts suggest that the Khoisan's move could have ripple effects far beyond their community. It draws attention to the unresolved question of indigenous rights, an issue that South Africa's post-apartheid governments have often sidestepped. It also places Ramaphosa in a corner. To ignore the demand risks further alienation, but to engage meaningfully may open the door to deeper reforms that his administration may not be ready to tackle. What makes this moment even more explosive is its timing. With political pressure mounting from opposition parties, civil society, and even from within the ANC itself, Ramaphosa is running out of allies and options. The Khoisan's demand adds fuel to a fire that already threatens to consume his leadership. For South Africans, the message is clear: the cracks in Ramaphosa's presidency are widening. The Khoisan are not just demanding his resignation, they are reminding the nation that the struggle for justice and recognition is far from over. The question now is simple but profound: will Ramaphosa stand firm, or will this latest wave of resistance push him closer to the political exit door? Only the coming weeks will reveal how deep this storm will cut.